Raphael, I'm going to put you on the spot next. Before we go to the slides, can you just remind us what vintage you actually started at Domaine Grier?
My first vintage year was in 2010.
Okay, so just to explain, I mean, we've known Raphael for much longer than that, but first his wife started as our winemaker and then he joined us a little bit later. Raphael, we know that there's a special place in your heart for the Maccabeu varietal. I think you were the first one that suggested that we make it as a single varietal. So can you just tell us why you love working with this varietal and what are the best soils, for instance, for it to be planted in?
Yes, as Jeff explained, in Roussillon, Maccabeu or Maccabeu, as we say in Catalan, we say Maccabeu, was mostly used to make fortified wine in the past. And nowadays, it's one of the main white varieties for dry white wines. Other varieties is mainly Grenache Blanc and Grenache Gris, but Maccabeu is one of the main. The problem with Maccabeu on the traditional area of Roussillon that is dry and warm is that the degree increased very quickly, the acidity down quickly as well. And so if you want to make a wine with a reasonable alcohol rate, you have to pick it very early, and on normal area, you have to pick unripe or green and have some bitterness and green characters. And the Domaine Grier vineyard here, we are very lucky because it's a unique place. We are in a valley at the extremity of the valley, and this valley is cut by the river l'Agly. That make a very strong climatic border, and that create this quite unique climate in this area. We are at 300 meters of altitude, and we have a big influence from Pyrenees. We have more rain, cooler nights, and we peak later. And so the ripening is slower than in the rest of the Roussillon. And we are able to peak exactly at the right moment, at the perfect maturity, with a good balance and not too green and not too ripe. We keep a good freshness in the good acidity. We have a good fruit. About the soil, the vineyard is planted on a black soil, quite deep, that allows the vineyard to go deep, to look for water. The conditions are very perfect for white. And when I started to work for Domaine Grier, I was very excited to make a single variety with Maccabeu from this vineyard. And I hope that the tasting will give me right and that it was a good idea to do it.